And when we began the organization, we wanted to make it clear that we were evaluators of programs and not evaluators of personnel and not evaluators of grading and things like that. It's a very large governmental organization that deals with testing and programming for testing, and they have school evaluators. That's a whole different branch. And it's also been discussed whether we should open it up and be an all-inclusive organization.
I don't know if you are aware, but this morning I was counting how many types of occupations are in Romania, and there are 13, and I don't think this was the latest version of the document. So we have professions who are very different one from another. For instance, we have evaluator in insurances, evaluator in cultural goods. I have no idea what does it mean. Evaluator for professional competencies, evaluator of evaluator of training suppliers and programs, risks, and so on and so forth. So this is why I asked you if there are different organizations, because here some professions, this kind of professions are already organized in different organizations, and we are all evaluators in a way or another.
It sounds like a kind of expertise, as if you are going and...
I didn't understand the question.
No, the question was if these organizations, separate organizations of evaluators, are organized all together in a single body, and I said, no, not yet.
No.
At least.
No.
We were created under our wish. We were, all of us that are here present and members of our association, it was not an imposing, let's say. We don't want to monopolize the market in any way. There are a lot of possibilities to develop, to be liberal, to think free. We don't need to have 2,000, 6,000, 10,000. It's impossible and it's useless, because the quality is not coming from big numbers. And I think it's a problem of quality also in, let's say, such type of organization. They are promoting very exclusive new professions, because they are very new. My colleague Marian Nica here, with whom we met 2 years ago, we started also cooperating with him because he was also involved in this process of developing the evaluation. He's a program evaluator mainly. So we find out that in Canada it is the only organization officially recognized that is producing a kind of official diploma under which you are an evaluator. But other, we don't know. We don't have any knowledge on this market that is quite globalized, that you are producing a certain diploma that is recognizing you as an evaluator, like you are an engineer or an architect or economist.
I'm Judith Zamir, and as you can hear, I'm not a native English speaker as my colleague, so I will speak more likely as you. Okay, in English. Okay. I'm a lecturer at the K Academic College for Education in Beersheba, in Israel. Beersheba is in the south, in the desert in Israel. And we are an academic college that trains teachers, and I am the head of the evaluation department at the college. And as the head of the evaluation department at the college, I conduct different kinds of evaluations. Some of them are programs that are inner programs within the college, and some are outside the college. So my role, my job is very different when I am working within the college or outside it. Okay, it's clear. Do you understand me? If you don't understand, please say, okay? I will explain myself again. So I want to illustrate some of the work we do in the department, in the evaluation department. And I think that one excellent example is the Program for Excellence for Bedouin Pupils. The college I am working in is a college that its population is 50-50. Half of the students are Bedouin students, and half of the students are Jewish students. Bedouin students, maybe you don't know who are the Bedouin students. Bedouin students are a group of an Arab Muslim group of population, an Arab minority in Israel, that they live in the desert. Okay, they live in the desert, and they go around in their tents, and Israel wants to put them together in settlements so that they will have water and electricity and education and health services. And of course there is a negotiation between the population, the Bedouin population, and Israel. It is about land, it is about style of life, it is about culture, it is about a lot of things. Anyway, in the college we have half of the students are Bedouin and half of the students are Jewish, and it is really interesting to work with the mixed groups. I'm used to work with mixed groups all the years, from the 90s. And every time I understand less. So it's easy to do it. Okay. The Program for Excellence Bedouin Pupils is very interesting because it is supported by the government. We have the Ministry for the Development of the Negev and the Galilee. There is a very big movement today in Israel trying to develop the periphery, the margins of the country, not only Tel Aviv and the center, but the north and the south. So there is a ministry that this is their job, trying to develop north and south, and we are in the south. So within this project, the government supports a program for excellence for Bedouin pupils, trying to bring marginalized population to maximize their potentials, to be mainstream, and to be included in the mainstream of the country, so that they can study also in the most important and prestigious faculties in the university. There are in the south 15 schools at least, okay, so that they can succeed them there, and then to be part of the work market, okay, in the so the program goals were to strengthen groups of youngsters that are excellent in formal studies and leaders in community, and to prepare them to make a real change towards social inclusion of the Bedouin community and in all the Bedouin settlements. So the program included all the high schools in the area, and we work with 16 and 17-year-old pupils. We had a theoretical framework when we work with the program. First of all the researchers and evaluators that worked with me during the evaluation program, they are Bedouins and they are Arab speakers. so that if they make observations within classrooms in the schools, they can understand what's going on there. Okay, it's basic, but it is much more than that. They can also understand the codes, the cultural setting, and what is going on there. So it was a very, very sensitive, I say it was, but it still is. We are entering the third year of evaluation in the program. So I want to show you how could we help them, okay? During the first year, we made a mixed methodology evaluation. We had questionnaires, we had observations, we had interviews with the teachers, with the students, focus groups, everywhere. And everyone were very, very satisfied with the program. Very satisfied with the program. But when we enter classrooms, there was happening there nothing. That was just the same that was done in schools. Okay? So we asked why they are so happy and what is making them so happy of the program, because the program is not reaching its goals. The goals were to bring them to critical thinking, to collaboration, to creativity, to high levels of thinking, and there was happening nothing, really nothing. So what did we find? We found that the teaching quality in the program was more or less the same that was in the schools. There was no difference, but they had a very high sense of autonomy and self-confidence, and pupils were those were the tools. It doesn't work. They were working very, very hard. In difference from schools, if at schools they study 15 minutes or 20 minutes out of 45 minutes, in the project they were working all along the 40 minutes. So there was very intensive work, and it was good, and it gave them a very good feeling. There was very high discipline. Here we do a lot of exercises because the class is silent. Nobody disturbs here. That's what the pupil says, okay? Here we have enough time to do all the work, okay? No problems in conduct. So they could also exploit the time. They were very proud because they were chosen to be within the program, and that was very good. So if I am excellent and I have been chosen to be in the program, so that's very nice. And they had a feeling of self-confidence. Here we can talk also about our difficulties, what they can't do in classes most of the time. So it doesn't mind here. So satisfaction of the program was perceived through the setting definition and desegregation from school. The fact that they were taken from school outside to a center, and they sat together and they studied when they were defined as excellent students, and that their future was seen as following the university, that was very satisfying, and that was good. The program had high status in the community, so teachers and pupils were proud because they were chosen to participate in it and belonging to it. The program aspired to reach other goals, such as a sense of autonomy, initiative, critical thinking, and this area needed more work. So we recommended to establish a training program for the teachers, promoting the development of teaching strategies toward autonomous thinking, supporting pupils' initiatives and interests, critical thinking and self-esteem.